It's funny, when you sit there and talk about the genesis of Start Houston, I mean, it's the same MO that we had over here with Digital Wildcatters, right? We've done it in a different way and through digital content where you guys, had this building over in East Downtown, and it's still painted it still says Start Houston on the side of it, right?
Big old robot graffiti.
Yeah, it's got the robot arm.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in East Downtown, you can go see it. It's still up there. And, we talked about this a little bit on the phone, the ecosystem and the community in Houston. And, you guys had something really good going on there. And, you ended up selling it, right? Because Chai One ended up really taking off. And so you were thin on bandwidth, and then a real estate investor came and bought it off of you guys. But, what do you think made it successful? I talk about like our events, like Energy Tech Nights, and people think it's funny, but when I'm like, we got, kegs of beer and pizza and no suits, it sounds like such trivial things, but those types of things make all the difference in the world. It's like, hey, let's just get a bunch of smart people in the room. We don't care what you're wearing. We just want to have intelligent conversations, have collisions, have people, where you can see the dreams in their eyes, wanting to build things. Is that kind of what you guys are trying to cultivate there at Start Houston? And are those the things that really made it special?
Yeah, I think I don't know if there was any one like particular secret sauce that made it successful. I think, some of it was mostly because it was just really authentic.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a VC play. It wasn't like some other play. There wasn't some sort of a, thing for us to extract juice from the audience that was going to be there. It was just purely an authentic like play. The only thing was, there's some desks you can rent here, for $99 or $200 a month, right?
Yeah.
Which is very, very cheap. The other thing was, the financial crisis had happened in 2009.
Yeah.
And 2013, 2017, when we had it, you had Uber and Airbnb, and you had all these other tech startups starting to really take shape, right? They were becoming unicorns. They're growing like crazy, right? And so people were like really intrigued and enthralled with this idea that you can have a phone, you can have a startup, and you can build something out of it, right? It wasn't like, hey, I need, $1 million to start a business. I could just be a single developer. I can go get something from a cloud service like AWS. I can have an iPhone and I have an app store, and now I can immediately make money.
Yeah.
I have a market that's out there. So there was this idea of democratization of the tech ecosystem in terms of costs going down, reach going up, consumer devices becoming more prevalent. And I think that really made people feel that I can do this.
Yeah.
I don't need a huge team. I can do it on my own. What was surprising to us was Houston always gets this bad rep that it's not a tech-friendly town. Go to Austin, go to Silicon Valley, whatever. But we found people coming in from Pearland and Woodlands and Beaumont and like places like that, right? And amazing ideas, really smart people. We're like, wow, look at this, like we didn't even know this existed. And I think it really opened a bunch of eyes of, people, even the panelists, right? A lot of the panelists were really accomplished people, Blair, Roberto, people like that. So when these startups would be on stage and they're presenting their startups, people in the audience would say, that's a guy from Pearland. He started a VR gaming company called Virtuix, by the way. So Jan, go to look. In Pearland, took a little treadmill that he built. He was a Rice student. And he leveraged the Oculus opportunity to build a gaming startup. So now it's like, I don't know if you guys have heard of this company.
No,
but it's basically, look it up. It's called the Omni. It's like a Peloton for gamers.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
They got one of those at,
Google this.
you remember at Andretti? It's got like the treadmill and you're running on it and you got the VRs.
Yeah. So this thing was like a circular thing. You put on a harness, you attach it to your Xbox or your PS4, and you can have like an Oculus on your head. So you're basically in the game.
Yeah.
Right. So now you're running in the game, you're jumping, diving in the game, right? Like that company's worth over, like, I think they're raising at almost 60 million now valuation.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Right. And they came from Pearland.
I wonder if they made that one at, so have you seen the Andretti go-kart place in Katy? It just opened up before COVID, but they have this VR center and it's just like that. You get in this little circle thing and it's got a treadmill.
That's probably it. Yeah. It's probably
so I was like, I was sweating. I was a little tired from it.
It's all green.
Yeah, it's all green. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was that zombie game that we played.
That
Yeah.
that felt crazy, honestly, because you had zombies coming from every angle, and I was like, I gotta run.
Yeah.
We got
And
I've been running backwards.
we got video footage of it. We're gonna have to cut it in.
Yeah, let's
on the
cut some video
podcast.
footage on the
And what's
video
crazy
version.
about that is that Jan got picked up by Shark Tank. He was
Oh,
on the
really?
show,
Oh wow.
and he turned down Cuban.
That's awesome.
Okay. And then when Oculus was bought by Facebook, Cuban came back to him and on Jan's terms invested.
Oh, nice.
company.
Love
Oh,
it.
wow.
And he's here in Houston.
He's now in Austin.
Oh, he's in Austin.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to get him on
Yeah, we
his
should connect
profile
with
for
him.
sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff that was exciting to see. You know?
Yeah, 100%.